Hi everyone, and welcome to the following of the Openzeppelin ERC20.sol. And in this part we're going to complete the functions of this smart contract. So to begin with, let's write the function related to transfer from. So as you can remember, we wrote it up here, and now we're going to complete it right now. Actually, we haven't written the transfer from function, but later we're going to see that even for approve or allowance or transfer, we will complete the functions. So as you can see here, we're getting the transfer function, but it needs to be written somewhere else so that you can actually see what is inside of it and how it works. So now let's complete the transfer from function. Transfer from, and it's going to get the address of the sender, the address of the recipient, and also the amount. So uint 256 amount, and then it's going to be public override returns bool, and there we go. Let's now open the brackets here. So we're using first the transfer function. So on the line transfer, it's going to get the sender, the recipient, and the amount of the money that is going to transfer. And then it's going to use approve function, and it's going to get the sender, the message.sender, which is the recipient, or actually the spender of the money, and the allowance. This is another function, so the sender is going to get the sender, message.sender, .sub, and so this is going to be amount and ERC20. ERC20 transfer amount exceeds allowance. Transfer amount. And if you're not getting what's going on here, I'm going to explain what they are, so don't worry if you don't get anything. Transfer amount exceeds allowance. There we go. And make sure you work with the brackets in the correct way. So actually here the square brackets, the square bracket doesn't need to be here. Actually it should be one of them is related to the message sender right here. Also we've got another message sender which is right over here. So actually here we've got the allowances and the sender and message.sender. So be careful about the square brackets and make sure you close them. So here we've got only two parentheses to be closed, and there we go. So this is the approve function. I know it's a bit long and you might not get what's going on here, but it's got three attributes: the sender, the message sender, and the allowance. allowances from the sender to the message sender, who is the spender. And then we've got that sub amount, which is about the amount of the money, and transfer amount. And if it is not, is actually the amount is more than the amount that has been considered for the transfer or the allowance, then we should say that the transfer amount exceeds the allowance. This is something like the requirement. And then we will have return true. There we go, and that's it for the transfer from function, which can be closed right over here. And by the way, if the line, as you can see, the lines are actually too long here, we can somehow just make them put them in multiple lines. So this way is better. So for example, here I can say that approve message and message.sender, and here you can get the allowance to, or maybe you can say the sub to right over here. So I can open the sub and the amount this way. So we can put message sender in another line and the allowance in the next line, and here you can put the dot sub in another line. Just it's totally up to you how to put it. So amount, and then the next property right over here. That's how we can manage the longness of the function, but no difference. It's totally up to you how to do it and how to write it. So let's write the next function, which is the increase allowance, and it might be new to you, increase allowance, but we're going to see what it is and how it works. So let's write it first. Increase allowance, so it will get the address of the sender and the added value, actually address of the spender, so address spender, and uint 256 added value. So there we go. So it's going to be a public virtual returns bool. So before we open the bracket, it's going to be public virtual returns bool, and then let's get into the brackets and write it. So it will use the approve function, and by the way, notice that we haven't written the approve function itself. So approve function, open it up, and here we can write the approve function, actually get the properties message.sender, or we can write it in the same line because it's not too long. Message sender and the spender, and also the allowances, which is going to get the message.sender and the spender, msg.sender and the spender, oh actually spender in the square brackets, because when we're talking about the allowances, it's message sender and the spender dot add the added value. So this is when the person who allows the spender wants to increase the allowance. We've got this dot add function where it can increase the amount of the added value. So added value, and there we go. So in the end, you can write return true, and that's it for this function. So we'll continue the rest of the functions in the next part and complete this smart contract. So that's it for this video.